Okay, I think we're down to our last thing, making plug wires. So, this is a pair of universal copper core solid plug wires. First thing I do is put the spark plugs in there and tighten them up. Okay. And I take my wire and I install it. Both ends. There we go. Now you figure out how you want to route them. I like lots of air gap is what I like. Air gap good. Tight bad. So there's a little bit of loop on that one. Now this one here, I'd rather do it that way than the other ways. You can stagger them like this. And I'll just put them up high, I think. Yeah, we'll cut this one first, see what I think. You want to leave yourself an extra 3/4 of an inch to an inch to put the wire in there, so don't cut too short. It looks good on both locations, so you go ahead and cut it. You are now committed. Okay, I forgot my spray lube. Take the wire off. So what I do is I put the boot on there first. So get your spray lube out, spray the hell out of it. Makes it easy to put on. Use your parts. You cut off a fairly good chunk here, where you can see it. That leaves your wire. And that you just fold back on itself. So you got to put it back up here in the motor. Figure out what angle you want it at. Actually, this one doesn't really matter. Just take it and fold it back on itself, and you put your clip on there. So I just fold it back like that. You take your clip, put 180 over it. You make sure you don't put it underneath the darn spark plug part, but enough that it's going to hook on the back side of the rubber. Then I take my flat nose pliers here and I bend them in a little bit. Kind of get the process going. So you want to make sure you're out of the boot area here, or the spark plug cap area. Okay, then you take your special pliers. Make sure you are in the correct area and you squeeze them. So these are MSD spark plug wire making pliers. They cost a lot of money, but they work good for a lot of years. Okay, now you got your end is crimped on there. I get a little bit extra wire hanging out the end here to make you bleed. It's alright. Respray it, some lube, get the boot to run again. Once it slides quick. Okay, then you go ahead and put the boot on the motor. So I'm going to try up high, see what I think of it. I shove the wire all the way into the coil, then I shove the boot on. Pop the air out of it so it can breathe. Otherwise I push the boot back off. Okay, that looks alright to me. Okay, this one here, we just hang it low. Make sure you stay out of all your linkages down here. Stay off the motor, which you'll probably get close to as soon as I hook it up. So if I want to go high, I want to make sure I get enough room to go high. So if I cut it about there, yeah, pretty good on both locations. Okay, now that one's done. Then we should do the same thing. Some people ask what the CRC is all about. That's what it's about, doing everything you want to with it. There's not too many things it doesn't work good on. Okay. This time I didn't quite take off so much. Okay. Found my hand I dropped. It went down to the floor and disappeared forever and ever. Yep. Yep, found it. Oh. Can't lose your parts. It's hard to do your job. Yeah. Come on. Screwing with me now. Come on. Piece of crap. It's fighting me. Probably because I'm getting tired. Yeah. Thumb ain't helping either. There we go. Finally got to do what I wanted to do. You just want to screw with me some little bit. Okay, here's our boot in there again. And squeeze it. And there's another one. See how nice job that squeezes on there? Lube. Okay. Yeah. All the way to coil. Okay. Looks good. Okay, we now have plugs wires on the motor. So now we need to do an ignition test, see if we have any spark. So we take the spark plugs off and hook 2 plugs up to it. There's my plugs out. Customers are taking over my area. Okay, I got my 2 test spark plugs, which I cut the ground electrodes off of. So that means you got to work the ignition a little bit to fire. Okay, just took those up the ground someplace. Convenient. Preferably where you can see it. At least hear it. There. Go on the other side of the bike. Turn ignition on. There we go. Now listen for it. Hear them. Can't see them. You can probably see them though, but not me. Alright, put this up where I can see it. See them on the other side of the bike. There, I should be able to see it that way. 2 big blue sparks, what I'm looking for. Ah, sparks me too. That one looks good. Oh yeah. Checking on the other light side. Okay, we got a good spark. It's always a good sign. Okay, got our test plugs. Put our real plugs back on. There we go. Okay, we're good to go. I think it's ready to light it off. So I'm gonna go get some gas and we'll come back, have some fun.